Bethesda are behind some of our favourite games, whether they are part of the Elder Scrolls series, the Fallout franchise, or even some of their less well-known titles. Just thinking about what their next game will be and what new features it will have is enough to get us excited. Having already done a wishlist for the Elder Scrolls 6, which you can find a link for in the description, we thought we'd dedicate our special 10th episode of Digital Desires to Fallout 5. If the previous decade is anything to go by, we can presume that we won't be seeing another main entry to the Fallout series until at least the year 2020, so Bethesda have plenty of time to improve the already amazing features of this iconic post-apocalyptic game series. Without further ado, here is our wishlist of Fallout 5. Every Fallout game brings a new location for us to explore, and for me it's one of the most exciting parts of the series. Each location has been affected differently by the apocalypse, and seeing how the cultures, landmarks and people of these great American locations have been affected is part of what makes the world of Fallout so interesting. There are so many great potential places for the next Fallout game to be set. For example, New York could bring a huge map full of massive landmarks to explore, like the Empire State Building and Central Park. Canada could also be a great setting. In Fallout lore, it is said to have been one of the annexed territories of the United States, and I'd love to hear the story behind this. Personally, I'd really like to see New Orleans in the next Fallout game, with a mixture between French, African and American cultures, unique architecture and a vibrant music scene. New Orleans would make an ideal setting for Fallout 5. Seeing as there's so many potential settings for Fallout 5, let us know where you'd like the game to take place in the comments. Another wish we have for Fallout 5 is to see an upgraded game engine. Bethesda's two most recent games, Skyrim and Fallout 4, have both run on the Creation engine, and after years of use, it's starting to show its age. Frame rate drops and lengthy loading screens behind almost every door were one of the few issues we had with Fallout 4. When you compare it to other massive open world games that were released at a similar time, such as The Witcher 3, the differences are quite noticeable. Seeing as we're not expecting Fallout 5 for quite a while, we hope that Bethesda take the time to build a new engine from the ground up that's designed to take advantage of next generation hardware. Better visuals, a smoother frame rate and fewer loading screens would really complement the series, because it would help to maintain one of the most important things in any role-playing game: immersion. Fallout 4 introduced a great new weapon customization system that allowed you to modify your weapons to your heart's content, but for all of its perks, it was missing one thing that I loved about Fallout 3: unique weapons that often came in the form of schematics. In Fallout 3, you could use the junk scattered across the capital wasteland to create some truly special weapons. From the dart gun, to the shish kebab, to the Deathclaw gauntlet, you could create the inventive weapons that you'd expect to see in a post-apocalyptic world. Sure, Fallout 4 featured most of these weapons in some form, but it ditched the schematic system where you'd be able to craft your own makeshift weapons. Also, Fallout 4 didn't have a huge selection of unique weapons, and instead gave us legendary weapons, which were essentially just normal weapons with random perks. In the next Fallout game, I'd love to see weapon schematics return. If not, then I'd at least like to see more unique weapons that take advantage of the post-apocalyptic setting. Choice and consequence has become a major part of a lot of modern RPGs. Series like Mass Effect, Dragon Age and The Witcher confront you with huge choices to make that shape the gaming world around you. This makes every choice feel important, and knowing that each decision could spell victory or disaster makes you really think about what you're doing. More importantly, it makes you feel as though your character is actually having an impact on the world around you. Whilst Fallout 4 did have various choices to make, such as which factions to side with, I never really felt like my actions would have that much consequence. I rarely faced any dilemma like I did with some of the games I mentioned earlier. That's why I hope Fallout 5 will make more of the choices you make have a significant impact on the world around you. Our next wish for Fallout 5 is slightly less settlement building. This is also a wish that was suggested by one of our viewers, Skakyr Egerton, who shared the same opinion. Settlement building was a great addition to the Fallout series. Being able to build up your settlements from the ground up as you attempt to build a thriving wasteland community was something I found really addictive. But the game focused on this feature a little too much, as it was often incorporated into side quests and even the main story, and Preston Garvey and his endless supply of endangered settlements was enough to drive anyone insane. Players who didn't find settlement building enjoyable may have been put off the game as a result. In Fallout 5, I really hope that settlement building returns, but as something to do on the side, as opposed to something that quests and stories focus on. That way, players who simply want to play the story and explore the world aren't forced into having to build settlements. As always in Digital Desires, the final wish of the episode comes from one of our fantastic viewers. This time it's from Give It Thought, who would like to see more dark humour in the style of Fallout 2 or New Vegas. We have to say that we totally agree with this wish. Both of these games were especially good for having satirical humour that really complemented the game. Unfortunately, this was slightly lacking in Fallout 4, so we would definitely like to see it in Fallout 5. Thanks very much for your suggestion, Give It Thought. To all of our viewers, you can check out Give It Thought's awesome channel by clicking the link on screen now or in the description box below. So those were just some of the many features we would like to see in the next Fallout game. Let us know in the comment section what your wishlist for Fallout 5 is, and feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. In our next episode of Digital Desires, Dan will be going through his wishlist for Spider-Man, the highly anticipated PlayStation 4 exclusive. For a chance to receive a shout out in this video, let us know what features you would like to see in the upcoming Spider-Man game, and stay tuned on our channel. Thanks very much for watching.